Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. So I did a quick count, and this value on the Conquest Victory, 20 out of 35, used to say 20 out of 36, didn't it? Does in fact include our small, not fully owned systems, so that's a shame. But we need to pick up 15 systems to win a Conquest Victory. I see here 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here's a system right here that nobody owns, right? We can do this. If we wipe out these guys and the Lumeris, we can totally do this. So, let's get to the business of wiping out the Lumeris. Do we see any Lumeris ships? We do. Good, good. So right now they are highly energy focused with their defenses and highly energy focused with their offense, highly energy projectile focused with their defense. They are only effective at short range though. And they have these little attacking ships that also are only effective at short range. So our current designs are definitely going to fall for their weapons, but honestly, the ability to just engage them from long range, we really need better lasers. Not plasma beams. Lasers. We need good lasers and good shielding. I need to research better shielding, I suppose. Basic transformative shielding. Yeah. Alright, so let's mix up our design a little bit here. Let's change things up. Going heavy on the bullet weapons is a bad idea. So we'll design for long range. I know that they're teched out against projectile weapons, but there's something to be said for the fact that these really do a lot more damage than our other weapons, and they do kill crew when they hit as well, which is something. Yeah, these are 40 DPS, these are 73. And I'm a little bit reticent to go all the way in on one type of damage. But I think this isn't a bad design for what we're facing now. Let's change some things up. We have a little bit of dust. Not enough to do a huge Navy-wide retrofit, but some. We'll go, I guess, all the way to lasers on these ships, because we don't have a tremendous amount of options. And we could just split them half and half. Swap this out for shielding. We really do need to pick up some better lasers, though. We're researching quantum communications right now, which is this. Yeah, after we pick this up, we really are going to have to... all my laser tech is locked, unfortunately. The basic anti-gluon beam. Beam is not what I want, right? Yeah, I want laser. I would have to start mining quadronics to be able to take advantage of the most advanced lasers available to us. We do have access to the quadronics tech, right? No, we don't. I'm not in this tier of the tree at all. There's a lot of improved beam. Where the heck are the improved laser techs? Do I already have? I do. I have the basic hell array laser. Yes, you can. There are multiple grades of the non-strategic requiring laser, but man, they really pale in the face of the ones that require strategics, huh? Alright, well, I put myself into a bit of a situation here with my research path. We do have a world or two where we have quadronics available. If I could just get that tech up. Maybe that's the smart thing to do. To push into the last tier of here. The other thing we can, of course, do is try to just buy some quadronics. But yeah, my suspicion was that there wasn't going to be very much available. These endgame resources seem to be that way. Well, shoot. Okay, let's finish refitting. Okay, these guys are fixed. The Marauder doesn't really have a lot of functional weapons on it in the first place. But yeah, let's try to refit to fight from further away. I don't mind keeping the bullet weapons on here, in case they do a missile swap or something, you know. And we're already using half and half defenses. What's the story with the Annihilators? I think I split the Annihilators over the damage types already, didn't I? Nope, never mind. Totally didn't. So how do I want to do this? Wait, was I equipping... I think I might have been equipping titanium torpedoes on my other ships for no reason, just because I'm thinking more than I'm thinking and talking more than I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. Alright. Definitely want to switch to energy-based defenses. Did I in fact do the thing that I think I did? I did. Alright. There's absolutely no reason to use the titanium torpedoes. I guess except that we're a little bit low on adamantine. Maybe we can get a deal? Oh, this is a scavenger ship, right. Yeah, maybe we can get a deal from somebody that involves them giving us a significant amount of quadronics. So it's actually not that expensive to upgrade small numbers of ships. Why are these guys on top of my ships in such a way that I cannot click on my ships? Alright, it's more important to upgrade the bigger ships, I think. They represent a larger portion of our firepower. But this fleet's about to be all the way in it, so let's make sure that as many of these are upgraded as possible. And for the rest, you know, they're just gonna have to wait. So I've been building up my XP output, but we're about to be done, or we have enough strategics now that as those things complete, we can start building more ships again. No, you're still guarding Duce for the moment. Actually, we probably don't need that. Why don't you go see what the deal is out here? Something tells me, given the distribution of their resources, that they probably don't have a lot of ships down here. We might be able to snake a world or two. Yep, and you guys just keep playing D. Where do we want to send the dudes from Hydrus? I mean, probably to Duce, right? There's not a lot of reason for us to have ships just orbiting our back worlds at this point. Duce can be the bottleneck. I know that there's like a single Lumeris ship running around desperately fleeing, but I think it's not a big deal. Why don't you go chase him? And you stay... well... we need some small ship to stay at Megras. Alright, we have an awful lot of ships. Alright, the next couple of battles are probably not going to go our way. But it's alright, we'll get there. We're going to have a little bit of growing pains here while we refit our navy to better deal with our opponents. Alright, get that ship before it can escape. And yeah, it looks like Duyel is ours, and it will probably be expensive for them to try to do anything about it. Decent defenses. Fleet has, I'm assuming, basically full manpower. Fullish. Alright, yeah. We'll just wait. We'll get there. Okay, you guys are headed to Fagis. There's an awful lot of Horatio absolutely everywhere. It's interesting that they, I wish I hadn't clicked that off so quickly. He retreated without losing almost any health, and I would like to know why he was able to do that. Alright, so let's... Wyrix is a pretty good system, right? Yeah, good industry output. This will be a fine place to start building new ships. We probably don't need to build another Annihilator right this second. Let's try to make sure we have a core of reasonable ships here. Slicer 8 is the modern Slicer. No, Slicer 10 is the modern Slicer. Okay. Let's keep upgrading ships. So, how many people do I want to send down off of the Nair Kochalb constellation? Also, what is this world that I cannot yet inhabit? What don't I have? Snow. Okay. Well, obviously, every system is valuable, so... One thing at a time, I suppose. We're still building up a lot of fleets. If they want to keep fighting over Nair, I guess we will, but we gotta redirect the majority of our force. I'm just gonna have one Slicer chasing this stupid exploration ship around. Alright, so you're staying put because you need to stay put. You guys are doing important work. Everybody else is moving. Okay. So we can start to build ships again. Let's get some more Slicers out there. Well, actually, you know what? Guyana is so good at producing ships. It can be working on an Annihilator. Then these systems in the back don't... There's not as much value to pumping out ships here since the ships are going to take so much longer to reach the front. And I don't mind my fleet getting places sort of piecemeal. Because our enemies are not defending in any real organized way. So we could set a couple of systems to do public 3D printing. Buff up our money and thus be able to output more upgrades. I think that's probably worth doing. Systems that are like way in the back. Things that are far from the war. Rotanev will do this speculatively. We may have to pull it back off at some point. But we don't need every system to be producing ships. Alright. So Deal is another Quadranix system. It has a trade subsidiary. I'm not sure what happens if I take over the system. Does the trade subsidiary stay and I own it now? Is that what happens? Okay, I don't have time for this nonsense right now, Kochab. Okay, they've run a bunch of ships out to here. I do wish, man, it's not always super clear what is at a star system and what is, like... Okay. So what is this? This is a single invader. It's basically just trolling me with blockading my system. Get out of here. we need to get enough money flowing in that we can actually upgrade our ships. The fewer ships we lose, the fewer new ships we have to build. Alright. So I'm not 100% sure. This is probably under control. We don't need to devote any more ships to that. Alright, follow these larger fleets. Be reinforcements in a turn or two. I'm not 100% sure when one of the AI factions is going to win an economic or scientific victory or something. I have no sense for how long we have to get our job done. But in Endless Legend, at turn 131, I would be concerned that the end is coming. So I guess we shall see. In fact, in Endless Legend with that improved AI mod I was using for most of the end of the time I was playing it, at 131 I would be shocked that nobody had won the game yet. We received a number of notifications that somebody was close to victory, but we also received notifications that we ourselves were close to victory in previous games that seemed mostly to show that that notification pops way too early. Alright, there's no reason for us to devote a huge amount of manpower to Duel. We'll just go ahead and let them bleed for a while. Oh no, I wasn't producing the most food. Who could have foreseen this? Kren Salutis is now level 100. He is beyond useful stuff. I'm going to take this. I don't know. There's some, I guess, possibility that he ends up getting pressed into battle. I don't think it's likely, but I also don't know what else to do. The Slicer try to intercept their exploration ship. What do we have here? 3 frigates. Let's upgrade our ships to the best of our ability and then have at them. So they're still short range, still defense heavily against projectile weapons. We do a lot less damage with our laser strategy, but there's a lot to be said for, you know, just beating them in the rock, paper, scissors. There's a second fleet of 2 frigates that has appeared. Alright, we're going to assemble a bunch of ships on Wyrix, and then we're pushing into Gobris. We gotta get this done at some point here. Oh wait, that was you. Yeah. Just head over here. This is probably a place where we need to keep building ships for a while. It's possible that we have too many ships already, but it seems unlikely, given what we've seen so far. We should probably be running some Marauders. Marauders are cheap, and they distract the enemy. Oh hey, there's an actual building that still needs to be built here, because our control over this system is so poor. This is the home system. Yeah, we'll devote this to dust for now as well. This is Hydrus. Hydrus is close enough to the front that it can keep building ships. You know what, let's send these guys this way. Lumeris, I don't think, really understood what they were getting into with this war. I think it's likely that they would have made different decisions if they did. So Phagis is a 27 pop system. Gobris is a 28. These are juicy, juicy targets. I'm set to win one of the competitive quests. I don't remember which one that is. Seems strange to me that I could win it. Given, how things are going so far. Well, let's fight. 300 whole dust. Wow. Many of them fled. Ooh, schooners. Medium-sized defensive ships. It goes without saying, they're no match for us. Yeah, so they're able to retreat while only losing a very small amount of health. And I mean, I say very small, but it's like 30%. But it's 30% rather than 60%. Strange. Hey, Kochab has finished actually colonizing its worlds. Okay, get all this stuff done. Then come talk to me. Alright, now a number of these ships are actually fleeing this way. So let's stop a couple of these fleets at Altair. There are a lot of Horatio vessels running around, and it makes me a little bit nervous. But of course, we can just wipe out the Horatio once the Lumeris are under control a little bit. I mean, I suppose at this point you could be doing something else, right? Why don't you go to Lechem and we'll shoot probes out from there, get a little bit better view of things. It may be that there's another pocket of uncolonized systems somewhere that we could add to our empire very quickly. And as our strategics keep creeping back up, maybe it's time to start war with the Riftborn. I don't know that we can afford, time-wise, to take one empire after another. We may have to, yeah. We may have to start things up here. Oh, okay. We have desire for a new trading company. Well, the Horatio are apparently manning up pretty seriously. A single butcher is being attacked at Duce. Where's Duce? Oh. Oh. Well, you're all short range. You know what? I'm curious. He's long range and he's well defended against your weapons. Yeah, not bad. Do you have some people who can go handle that, please? Oh, the damn Horatio are guarding their world, so they stopped the movement of our ships. Alright, let's get this over with. This'll take probably 2 turns. Nope, never mind. Okay, so you guys are also free to get over here. Was that a tactical surrender? No, they fought. They just lost. Honestly, I probably don't need to keep pumping our manpower. It seems to have gotten to a fine place. Oh, hey, fleet heroes leveling up. Remember? Remember that we have fleet heroes? Yeah, they really need to do something about combat XP. That's a civilian vessel. I'll take that. Hey, where are you going? Oh. You're taking a strange path to Wyrix. Alright, well, get to Garbers and turn around. Okay. Fagus doesn't really have much in the way of defenses. Okay, now we can construct a full-sized fleet here. Well, full enough. Let's go say hi. I didn't realize those guys were still in the hangar. We don't want to build a trade company here. That seems like a fine thing to build. So here in Guyana... Okay, we can't build this because we don't have the resources, unfortunately, because it does look like... well, actually... This is per system level. Yeah, it's not really that impressive. Craver Dark Ops is pretty good. What level are our ships coming out at? I guess I could just look at these. Where is their XP value represented? Experience. Okay, so they're coming out at legendary level. We don't need to run any more Dark Ops. That's probably helping. I don't know exactly what the stat benefit of that is, but you know, it's got to be something. It's got to be something significant. Alright, he's just going to retreat again. But at least we're driving him out. And I think you really should get a little bit of experience for causing someone to retreat. Yeah, your opponent has retreated. Okay. There's some completed ships for basically everywhere. Just get to one of the two places from which we are declaring war. You know, we probably don't have to send any more ships over there, actually. Alright, so... yeah, I think this is the sensible thing to do. This will give us access to our final system development as well. So what makes the most sense to do? Plus troop damage is not bad. Make our conquering a little faster. We need 2 more techs from this era. It could just be troop damage and troop health. Make us immediately better at conquering worlds. Oh, we don't have antimatter capture yet. No, it should be this. Yeah, okay. I'm sure we have some antimatter worlds, right? Yeah, we have at least a couple. Alright, gonna make me another Annihilator, but I think we're gonna start turning the fleets to the east. Something's gotta be done about these guys who are sitting peacefully on our border and continually asking for our assistance. Who do they think they are? Hydras, make me some smaller ships. Okay. How much am I paying for fleet upkeep right now? Really? Only 800? That's crazy. The number of ships we have? They probably ought to turn that up too, huh? That number seems to be very small. Alright, the Riftborn are close to an economic victory. The Lumeris. Well, those are both things I intend to correct in the very near future. So I can't, the space battle's already in progress. What? Who's this? Oh. They elected to attack the Horatio instead of us. That's kind of funny. Really, I'm only allowed to attack 4 of the 9 ships they have here? Seems strange. Well, we got them. And then they ran in a bunch more ships. I'll keep the place on lockdown. The ships they had here fled.
What is your objective?
They're getting smart. You know, it seems like it shouldn't take too much for them to realize what is going on. Alright, everybody get over here. So I don't see any ships, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. Let's actually have him cut his movement at Bani. I'm not afraid of these guys. We're gonna get outnumbered at Nair. It's probable that we will end up seeing Nair or Kochab fall again, I think, but we should make it as painful as possible. Or they will just do a terrible job of fighting us. What happened here? Their ships are all outfitted for short range, and we killed them before the short range portion of the fight. Right? We came in at long, medium, and we just obliterated them. Well, the benefits of having attack that is well matched against your opponent's defense, I suppose. Alright, let's wrap this up quickly. We got a lot of stuff to do. There are many, many other races in the universe that need our attention. I really do wish that electing to become the Wasps did, like, it's some... I'm not saying that it... Hold on. I'm not saying that it needs to change all of our ship models or anything, but it would be cool if it changed some of our, like, faction text and maybe the image of our leader, or, you know, there's just, like, a little cosmetic acknowledgement. Well, this should be pretty easy. Have we managed to get any of our Annihilators actually into combat yet? The Horatio are attacking at Altair. Hold on. I'll deal with you in a second. Yeah, the truce is over indeed. Where are all the southern ships headed? Right here. Alright. You guys fall back. Well, I was content to let them live. You all saw it. Now things are going to go a different way. Go ahead and give me another butcher. Are these guys coming out? Yeah, these guys are also coming out legendary. Alright, these are the Eastern Fleet. Are you? I'm sorry, what are you doing? Hate. Alright, we will deal with you when the time comes. So what's going to be the best way to do this? I guess just everybody in the Eastern Fleet just head back to Zhu, and we'll work it from there. Basically, everything we're building right now, I think I'm going to send that way. So really, Zhu itself should be producing ships. Okay. Oh, I clicked Auto Explore. Darn it. I clicked this button, and nothing happened, so I was like, oh, I must have clicked the wrong button. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have words about that, Horatio. Some things will be said, loudly, with guns. I also should have... really stacking up a lot of ships over here. We only have 18 ships, they're 23, but I'm not actually that concerned. Alright. Start fights everywhere we can start fights. That'll lock those systems for the moment. Okay. Now let's look at all of our notifications. Okay, ultra tough materials, that's fine. Vienna. Produce me some more ships. I don't think this is premature. I think this is, you know, sensible. Sensible time to change targets. I guess I should hit this. Have everybody who's moving actually move. Alright, Kren Salutis has gained a level. I knew who it was going to be even before we clicked. I don't know, man. Get ship stats. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, people are being born. other Kren Salutuses are... Okay, that's still useful. Sure. Oh wow, did I actually do this? Okay, well, 800 free science. Okay, so now it's time for this thing. I would like to actually see this big quest through to the end at some point, but maybe this is not the moment. So we can try to find and orbit a majority of the lodestone systems. So the galaxy is corrupt and brutal. The return of the lost is the only chance to alter it forever into something more harmonious. You know, we've kind of done very well by seeking out and rejuvenating prior civilizations. Let's go ahead and pick this side this time.
Horatio doubts your motives and your
It's true.
ethic.
My ships do fly in Horatio space. Wait. Where am I trespassing? I'm not in your space. You're in my space. It's all my space.
More transparent in your dealing. What is your
Okay.
objective?
I actually think I've been very transparent in my dealings. Alright, so let's turn on Horatio and get this over with. Being able to refocus our efforts on the Lumeris has been really nice. Oh, I can send a demand to this empire?
Brings more worry than joy.
Interesting.
Horatio,
So there's this...
do not trust you.
Hey, stop talking. There's this whole influence pressure system that I really haven't been paying a lot of attention to. But I can just be like, give me all your fancy resources. He doesn't have any quadronics, of course. Nah. It's time, let's do this. Okay, there we go. Surprise! Alright. Merge up and... Now, these guys are actually teched out against energy weapons a little bit. Their energy weapons are still going to fall prey to our energy defenses. And of course, there's something to be said for the fact that our crew is the best trained in the entire galaxy, and that we're incredibly badass. Alright, so the Horatio homeworld will fall relatively quickly. Hey! Hi! Can't help but notice that you are in my space. Get out of that personal space. And it takes an awfully long time to run these like one ship versus one ship battles. At a certain point, you can probably just look at the stats, and if I don't click view battle, just go, you know what happened.
Horatio's plans for this galaxy do not...
Yeah, nobody likes Horatio. I refuse your truce. It is way too early for you to be offering me a truce. What are you thinking? Okay. Now let's resolve these battles. Battle just looks pretty okay for me. We're wasps. We swarm. That's what we do. Actually, I maybe should have readjusted the flotillas there, because the butchers should probably be in the furthest back one, but it seems to have worked out alright. The battle at Gobris is a little bit less foregone, because I think I initiated it with the wrong fleet. These are the guys I wanted to do it with. So we have 6 slots left in our... Oh, how did I... There we go. And then you guys can merge up. Can I please not have the... When you click on this, it selects the top fleet automatically. I really wish that it would tend to sort your full fleets to the top. Oh man, an Annihilator's actually getting into combat. And the battle at Nair is a... I imagine will go pretty well. In fact, did they retreat? Oh, just wiped them out. They retreated from Gobris. Alright, well, we can only engage so many battles per turn, which is a shame. Because I'd like to do it, I'd like to engage a lot of times. Alright, I imagine we're doing pretty good work on the garrison here as well. Oh, Fudges doesn't have a garrison anymore. Alright, well. It's going to take us forever to destroy these enemy fleets, unfortunately. I'm not sure what the solution is. Actually, never mind. I am sure what the solution is. I was about to say, I'm not sure what the solution is to them splitting up into lots of little fleets to make it annoying for you to fight them. But actually, the solution is to split your own stuff up into smaller fleets and fight them that way. So let's get this over with, and then we'll figure out what I want to do around the other worlds. Come on. Come on. There we go. Good computer. Okay, so teams have been chosen. The Horatio have proposed a truce. I have been stockpiling influence for quite some time. I will not be accepting any truces today. He has an okay garrison. I think we'll probably do another turn or two of bleeding them out before we go for stuff. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's merge these guys up. This whole time we're pounding the planet's surface with the titanium slugs, right? So it doesn't really... like, they're not slowing me down, probably, by orbiting the system, because I wouldn't be invading it just yet anyway. In this place they are. So they have 3 different fleets. So, like, why don't I start with this smaller fleet? I think we actually have the advantage despite this, because our tactics and our weapons are pretty well suited for this conflict. They retreated. Well, they're not going to be able to hold very many systems if they just keep running away. I don't know exactly what another player is removed from the game, because the only player we've removed so far has been those Unfallen, and removing them from the game is a little bit weird because of the vines. But presumably, once they no longer own systems, I mean, I guess they don't have to have systems to still be in the game, right? If they had ships that have manpower on them, they could still potentially get back in. Alright, so we have to leave somebody behind to guard our conquest. Honestly, it can probably just be the 10th Slaying Horde, while we take the 5th Ruining Horde out to speed this up a little bit. Alright, so my team is the blue guys, both of the blue guys, and somebody that we've never met. So the lodestone systems are... there's one over there. Where's that scout ship? I need you to come to here. We need that system to be revealed to us. There's one over here. Could you please make me a scout ship? Okay, that one's not my concern. And again, this is not really... me being interested in these is not really me caring about the quest so much as it is me being excited about some nearby unoccupied systems. Alright, you guys... oh, that's not what I was trying to do. What the heck? I must have clicked under the box. We probably honestly don't even need these ships over here. I think this is probably under control. Yeah, I'm going to redirect some of our people to this direction. We'll hit Atlas with some of our fleet. You guys are doing fine work. It is not yet time to start the invasion, probably. Well, actually, they're at 51-17. You know what, let's do it. We have a significant amount of manpower that we drop on worlds now. Yeah, we'll get it next turn. Alright. So Fudges fell quickly. Altair is going to fall quickly. Yeah, we're going to wipe these guys out. We'll go ahead and send this Annihilator west. And all of the other ships at this point that are not already engaged in the fighting, I think are going to head the other direction. Alright, so what exactly does he have here? Oh, they're attacking us at Gobris? That seems unwise. Yeah, that went about as you would expect. Alright, so the ships that are on the way to Gobris should be sufficient to hold it. We're going to move the big navy around to try to conquer, or try to counter his navy. Or do I just move him to Izar and try to finish this quickly? We have a lot of ships running around. I don't really want him to, like, retake Fudges, which currently has no garrison. I guess Armesto? Get him. Oh, hey, it's that Caravel. And then the other fleet will take out the one Horatio ship. Weapon 19. That's a pretty badass name for a ship. But I think this ship maybe is not living up to the hype. Alright, is it time to start the ground assault? Ground assault at this point will be costly, but let's get Horatio over with. Oh, wow. I thought that was going to be harder. Oh no, we destroyed his xenotourism agencies. Not that I needed the money. Yeah, so we could buy out a significant number of ships at Zoo with the money we have on hand. Alright, could you please launch a probe that away? Also, I guess, put one out over here. And then maybe move to Gano, just so I don't get you confused with the warships that are going to mass at Zoo. There's a single revealer over here sieging me. I have been more concerned. Alright. Mega risk containment. Comes with the hazardous mining facility, which is actually pretty good. And we can now construct a level 4 modernization thingy. So, plus science. We don't have access to either of the plus manpower resources, but honestly, we're probably fine on that. Plus food, plus dust. I mean, we don't have any income of this. There's no way we would have 35 of it. Why don't we just do like this? Yeah. That's fine. Okay, somewhere we need to build a trade subsidiary. Wyrix actually is a pretty good place for that. Or Wyrix doesn't even have the option? Because I built the headquarters somewhere, didn't I? I don't know what the rules for these are yet. Alright, well, let's modernize our systems as we can. Because the modernization upgrades have very little cost. Really just a small amount of opportunity cost associated with them. Oh, I suppose I should probably be pumping out these ships. Actually, have we moved? We have not even moved yet. Okay. Are there any ships attached to worlds that I am missing? I know I just had you guys fly all the way across the galaxy, but I changed my mind. Please go the other way. Yeah, I'm really curious to see the outcome of this Friends of the Academy, Enemies of the Academy thing. Actually, that's interesting. Are we all in perfect health? Oh, wait, no, I'm trying to merge these. There we go. Actually, let's kick out 2 of the Marauders. Wait, sorry, these 2. There we go. Merge the big fat ship into the fleet. Alright, so we have 2 full-size fleets. They certainly don't both need to sit here. Gobris. Yeah, nobody else seems to have researched any of the food buildings. Nobody has the food buildings when we get over here. Alright, you guys are pounding this now. They actually don't have a lot of garrison. Yeah, this shouldn't take too long. Okay, where is that? He's on his way. So we need this revealed. Just run these dudes off in there. I don't know what is going on with the Vodyani player, why they are so obsessed with my territory. Probably don't need to keep him in Nair anymore. Nair is probably safe now. Alright. So, I'm not going to rush anything at... Ooh. I was going to say I might rush microwave pipes, but apparently that's not even a concern. Let's get the microwave pipes built, because they're really, really good. I'm not going to rush anything at you just yet. Let's let our incoming... Oh, the problem was I hadn't finished my trade HQ. I thought it had been completed already. That's why I couldn't build the subsidiary. For some reason, I thought that the HQ was already done. Yeah. So once some of our ships have gathered up at Zhu and we're getting ready to launch the offensive, then I will rush by all of our dust worth of ships. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. It says you are close to achieving a supremacy victory. I have 4 of the 8 major faction home systems. We're talking about a serious amount of time still. I only need 11 more systems, though. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5. I do need to research Snow Planet. 6, 7, 8, 9 is up here. 10, 11. Yeah, this will do it. This will do it. We're actually not that far off. Okay, you guys kill them. Okay, but actually fight the enemy ships in the system, please. I don't have a problem with you bombing civilian fleets. Go for it. But also fight the military. Listen, I don't think anybody should be bombing civilian anything in real life. But we're in the middle of a thing here. We're the bad guys in this scenario. Come on, it's a single small defensive ship. You can do this. I believe in you. You don't know what these guys are thinking. They're going to come over here and wipe out my massive fleet with an Annihilator. This ship is called an Annihilator. Just do like a small amount of the math on that. Do the math on that name, I say. Also, please stop abducting my people. I need them. If you abduct all my people, who's going to do all the slave labor? What are you thinking? Alright, we don't need to look at these. We know how all this stuff went. Okay. It's true. 04A Compet failed. And I have no one to blame but myself. Let's get these level 4 modernization bonuses online. Now that we have our trade company completed, Gobris wouldn't be a bad place for the subsidiary. Actually, that's going to end up giving us a lot more dust per turn. I don't feel bad spending a bunch of dust to rush it. Okay. Mega Risk Containment is coming along, at which point we will have access to much better weapons. Or much better energy weapons. And then, there's nothing that the Vogyani can throw at us, I think, that would be very much of a danger. Yeah, I don't know. These guys seem very powerful. I don't have a super great grasp of all the game's mechanics yet, so I don't know if it's just the case. We can skip watching all the little votes. Hey, what a surprise. The militarists won. I have not adjusted my laws in a long time. We actually have a pretty good surplus of influence. This would be nice to run. My population's 1 billion. Yeah, no, we can't. We can't run that law. Whatever, we'll just stockpile in case somebody tries to force a truce on us. The cowards. Alright, let's make microwave pipes in a lot of places as well. We are comfortably above the business of solo managing our empire, but I'm always reticent to give over control to a building AI. Maybe unreasonably. Alright, yeah, these guys are just... I don't know what they could do, but they are just throwing their ships away at this point. Also, we did not receive any notification that the Horatio player has actually been removed from the game, did we? That's strange. Maybe he has another system tucked away somewhere. Maybe he's done a better job of scouting the outer rim of the galaxy than I have. Alright, so these guys ran, we knew that. Did these guys also run? Yep. There's not going to be a lot of places left for them to run to before very much longer. I will fight this single junk ship that is preventing us from putting down people on this planet. I imagine, at this point, like, the airdrop in the opening cinematic was cool and everything, but I imagine at this point that we just load the Cravers into the torpedo tubes and fire them at the planet's surface. I think that's what's happening in this picture. It would be devastating. No two ways about that. Alright. Wow, you don't have anything built here at all. Here, build all this stuff. At the very least, build all this stuff. Actually, the microwave pipes would be really good here. We don't have nearly enough money to rush those. Well, whatever. They'll get stuff done. I have great faith in them. Man, look at the influence radius of this system. The last system that the Lumeris have left has so much influence, has accumulated so much influence over the course of the game, that it's actually still surrounding all of the stuff we've taken from them. Well, not all of the stuff, but you know what I mean. All the stuff we've taken from them recently. Let's merge you up. You guys can get a move on. You stay here and prevent anybody from fleeing. Well, I do believe we are just about done with these guys. Kyrus, unfortunately, is not habitable. Snow planet? Barren planet. Alright, once we get Mega Risk Containment online, maybe we will, in fact... Hey, that's a Horatio vessel. Well, there's no way that vessel has enough manpower to be a threat. Yeah, it has a plane, 2 tanks, and 7... Whatever, you do you, buddy. And I suppose eventually it could wear us down. Yeah, go banish him. Okay, you stay put. People are coming. I guess just launch probes? Like, let's try to find where all of their systems are. There's clearly something over here. Alright, let's try to wrap up this battle with the Lumeris before we end the episode. But I don't know, it seems to me that, like, they must be charging too little for ship upkeep or something. Oh, we've discovered a collapsing star. I haven't seen I haven't seen the discovery notification in such a long time that I kind of forgot that that's what it looked like. Alright, please go away with your leechers. I don't know what your deal is, but buzz off. I mean, can I, by going to the counteroffer screen, can I demand access to his stuff? Oh, it didn't. Counteroffer, I say. Can I demand access to his systems? Because I would love to know what his systems... Huh. Well, I mean, obviously we're going to refuse. We like war. War's fun for us. I wonder if he owns this precursor system out here, maybe? Oh, come on, what's taking so long? You know, he's just gonna retreat. Actually, he has so little health he can't retreat. Never mind. Alright, yeah, you stay put, you're good. Yeah, that's right, you're waiting for... I guess we should merge these guys up. You're waiting for the order to go on Atlas. Okay. How is this looking? They're pretty weak. Yeah, so it takes a little while for the AI to adjust to your fleet adjustments to their fleet adjustments. It seems like if you rebuild your ships properly, you can really sort of just own the war for a period of time, maybe like 10 turns or something, while they figure you out and then build new ships, because it doesn't seem like they refit their old ships very quickly. I think we did see it happen, but it took a while in the last game. Unfortunately, we're going to have to blow up a lot of their stuff before we can actually lay boots down on this final system. Oh, I had the wrong fleet selected. Well, actually, this fleet will probably still do alright. I don't expect a win, but they'll do good damage at the very least. Never mind. The Lumeris are so demoralized by the constant fighting that at this point they're just fleeing from anything. They see a single Craver show up on the radar and they're like, nah, nope, we're out. Honestly, that's probably sensible. Hey, you guys stay put. You're doing a great job. So how many more... I mean... I think we can win this. Let's see. 2 Marauders. No weapons to speak of. Yep, like I said, just fleeing from anything. Alright, I want to leave the Devouring Horde where it is to prevent any of their ships from getting out of the little bottle that we've sealed them in. We've got them thoroughly surrounded. Yeah, the Lumeris Empire is coming to an end. Let's see you win an economic victory now, smart guy. Oh, I have 100 systems that are not building stuff. How is this? How does this keep happening? You guys are too good at getting your build orders completed. Seriously though, microwave pipes everywhere. I love microwave pipes. Oh wait, there was a completed ship somewhere. Hey, you. Okay. And once we're finished with the Lumeris, all of these ships will turn around and enter Riftborn space from the north. Galactic North. Alright. Could this be it? Could this be their final turn? No, probably not. What is this? Okay. Yes, that's true. They have finally been eliminated. Okay, we'll deal with this mess in a moment. So they have their ships spread out. Yeah, this is a very annoying thing for them to do. And I don't get to choose who I attack, right? It's just whatever's on the top of the queue. So like if I do this... No, I just don't get to choose. How do they choose? How does anybody choose? In life. Anything, you know? You know what I'm saying? It seriously is the case at this point, though, that I can attack them with anything and they will run away, it looks like. So all we need to do is clear them out. We don't have to kill them. We just have to make them go away so that we can put boots on the ground on the planet, and then I think we will... I think we should overwhelm them planet-side very quickly. Our fleet, our troops at this point are very built up. Actually, we could probably afford to buy the rest of the upgrades. I keep forgetting this is an option. Yeah, we could do that. Plus 20 armor damage. Oh yeah, we're finally mining antimatter, so we can do stuff like that. Okay. Extremely worth the cost. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different fleets here. It's very annoying. So I need to split my guys up into smaller units. This is kind of dumb. Like, if I split this off, this will be... I mean, it's still a fairly impressive fleet. Alright, so let's have these guys attack. It is merging some of their dudes together, it looks like. But I can't figure out, like, it doesn't always do that. Alright, so let's run off some of them. But yeah, they just retreat whenever we show up. Okay, so they have 4 remaining fleets. We have 2 large fleets that have action points remaining. So this will run off the rest of them. Okay. Yeah, the problem they're having is that they just don't have the command points to stand up to us. Let's put boots on the ground so that they can't prevent us from doing it next turn. Actually, they have few enough troops that we might just kill them right now, yeah. Okay, good enough for me. Did you know I love microwave pipes? Please build them. Okay, I'm building this, like, +5 approval per system level thing everywhere, but I think it is still the case, yeah, all of my systems are 0% mutinous, because we are at 26 of 8 of our colonized star systems. Now, somebody was saying in the comments of one of the previous videos, if you don't do something about your approval, your people are going to freak out and start turning on you. And clearly that's not true. So my suspicion is that it's usually true, but the autocracy prevents it. Anarchy cannot happen, maybe, is the thing that's happening here. I think we would not be able to do this with most government types. Autocracy seems to be working pretty well for our purposes. I assume that's why they start with it as their government type, because it fits really well with what they want to do. Yeah, sure. Pump up the manpower. I don't know. I'm just looking for, like, anything of value to build in any of these systems. Because as it is, we probably already have more ships than we're going to need to finish the game, is my suspicion. It's just a matter of time now. Alright, so let's take quick stock of where we are, and then we're going to end the episode for today. So, all of my systems have stuff to build. Zhu has a fairly decent navy at it now. This is probably the time to buy ships. So let's rush the construction of a couple of slicers. Well, a butcher and a slicer. Alright, it looks like next turn might be the time. The Lumeris are, if not completely removed from the game, at least close enough to remove from the game that I no longer have to think about them. Oh, I guess I do have a hero to hire, don't I? Let's get that done. It looks like Yenna is still vined. That's weird. An unfallen overseer and scientist. These are all overseers. Well, you know what? Our scientist party doesn't have a Senate leader right now. And this is kind of like a... I honestly have a hard time imagining this mattering. At this point in the game, our strategy is pretty set, and we have a vision of how to achieve it. So let's just buy some planet skills here. Sure, that's a fine whatever. I am not getting the maximum benefit out of this hero, probably, but my goal here is not to optimize this hero's effect, but rather to optimize the use of my time. Well, this is a small system, and both the worlds are temperate. This already has a functional hero. Okay, this has some hot worlds. New guy has some bonus industry on hot. Okay. So right now we are at 25 of 35. We can see 2 systems that are uninhabited, that we can inhabit. There's a third over here. We can't see it yet, but I think it shouldn't be too hard to get a hold of. So we really don't have to take very much off of the Riftborn. These guys are Riftborn, right? I think so. I think we're gonna do it. I don't know how long, like I keep saying, we're coming up on turn 150. I don't know how long it takes for the AI to win a completely internal victory, but it can't be that far off. We've received only one notification, as far as I'm aware, about the Riftborn being close to an economic victory. I think that that's probably not something to worry about, because we received, I believe, 3 such notifications for the Luberis, and that was not enough for them to get it. So, I don't know. I think we still have time. It looks to me like we still have time. Now, keep in mind, the thing we're doing here, where we're just spreading and burning, and this is not going to work in most situations. This is a Craver play based on the fact that autocracy is keeping our society from turning on itself and devouring us. Ooh, our population stuff. Hold on. Before we go, I know I keep saying we're almost done. But how do I access this again? Oh, I think I can go to a world. I do want to look at our population collection. Okay, so we have 168 Horatio in our empire. And when you have a lot of population, that population gets improved. So we have plus ecologists voting from them, plus 15% food on any system that has Horatio, and plus 0.1. Is this specifically on Horatio, or is this on all my systems? We have a huge amount of Lumeris in our empire now. They like to vote populist, or pacifist. Plus 15% dust, and plus 250 dust per turn on empire. That's cool. We have all these Cravers. Ship cost reduction. We're not seeing the 50 for some reason. That's weird. These Harishems, plus 10% food. So as you can see, getting lots and lots of a particular population type has benefit beyond, whatever you get from individual units of that population type. And were we being pressed a little bit harder on resources, or were we unable to just expand infinitely? All of that stuff might matter more. As it is, we can kind of just solve all of our problems by eating. So that's what we're going to keep doing. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Come back next time. I think it looks to me like there's a pretty strong chance of a conquest victory. And we'll see you then.